Let's just fill this altar as we pray for Grace's family and the loss that they've experienced.
Those words from the president of Cedarville University this morning as they honor 20-year-old Grace Maxwell. Grace was a student and one of the 67 people killed in the plane crash on Wednesday night. 12 News reporter Keenan Penn has more in studio about how people are remembering her this evening. Keenan.
Mike, Rachel, Grace Maxwell was a junior at Cedarville University in Ohio, but Kansas was her home. She was visiting town for her grandfather's funeral and was heading back after the services, her connecting flight in Washington, D.C. Grace was studying mechanical engineering with a minor in biomedical engineering. This morning, Cedarville University's president providing some emotional words during daily chapel service and leading the student body in a time of prayer for the Maxwell family. Students and friends of Grace also sharing with our sister station in Cincinnati that they're devastated over the loss of their friend.
He was a really close and dear friend of ours, and a really bright light in our lives. The unit feels so empty without her.
The university is sharing some of the clubs and organizations that Grace was a part of, like the Campus Radio and the Creative Writing Club, saying that it's a loss to all parts of the community that she was a part of.